Hello, my name is Sharon Jackson, and I'm so glad you have found your way to our enrollment presentation. We ask that you watch this slideshow to learn as much as you can about the Getting Ahead in a Just Getting By World workshop. This is a 10-week journey that you are committing to. Here, we'll give you a quick overview of what the workshop is about. During the slideshow, you'll have an opportunity to meet other members of our team. So let's get started. What does it mean to get ahead? I don't know about you, but just getting by in life can feel like a nightmare where you often don't feel in control. Getting ahead offers an opportunity for you to reclaim your life and begin to dream again by building resources, which Carl will talk about in a bit.
Hello, my name is Walter Garcia Rodriguez, and I am the Community Coordinator here at Omaha Bridges. Workshop format. The workshop format is simply a kitchen style table that we have in our class. And around this table, there is between 10 to 14 people who sits, and these people are called investigators, and they are led by one or two co-investigators. The investigators are the people who are invited to come to the class. The co-investigators are two professionals that have been trained in our program that they simply help lead the class. In every class, we say that every investigator is the expert. Yes, every person has lived their own lives, and it is very important for them to come and share what they have learned. That is why we say that the learning experience is a 50-50. 50% of the content comes straight from the books that we utilize with the curriculum. But the other 50% is what people share around the table. And what is the goal? Well, the goal is everybody helps build resources for the groups.
Hi, I'm Carl Jackson, Director of Life Skills Coaching for Omaha Bridges. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the 10 modules that are the curriculum of getting ahead in the Just Getting By world. The first module, My Life Now, looks at your life right now. We'll investigate what mental models are, that picture that you have in your mind of where you are, and then we'll investigate what it's like to live in poverty, and we'll create a mental model of poverty. We'll look at debt and your income, and we'll talk about living wage and how much you should be paying for rent. And in the end, we'll create a mental model of my life now that you can keep and look at and compare by the time when we finish the end of the group setting. Module 2, the theory of change, looks at what is required of clients from different agencies to change. We'll investigate how plans are made at these agencies, and we'll explore the ways that people change. And we'll study changes that you have made. And then we'll learn about the getting ahead theory of change. In Module 3, the rich-poor gap, we'll look at how the rich and the poor are separated in the United States and throughout the world. We'll talk about the causes of poverty, and we'll look at the 4 categories of poverty research. We'll establish a need for strategies to reduce poverty in all 4 of the areas of research. And we'll look at strategies to protect yourself from predators, those people and businesses in the community who are out to take advantage and get money from people who are living in instability. And then we'll introduce this concept of sustainability. We'll create mental models of people in middle class and people in wealth so we can understand their thought processes. In Module 4, the hidden rules, we'll learn about the hidden rules of economic class, how different economic environments have different rules for maintaining adherence. There's things that those hidden cues that people know, and if you come into the group and don't know them, you won't be welcome. So it's a kind of a cheat sheet for crossing economic lines, and we'll talk about that. We'll learn how family structures are impacted by poverty, and we'll examine the patterns of behavior that come out of different family structures. Learning especially how to use these hidden rules and learn about different ways to teach your children. In Module 5, the importance of language, we'll learn about language registers. There are 9 concepts that we will address throughout this module. One of the most important being the registers of language, how casual register, the way you speak with people that you know and love, and formal register, the language of business and school, are different and required in different situations. How to switch, code switch between the two. We'll investigate how language is important to children as they grow, and we'll also look at some ways to plan for the future and manage time. In Module 6, we'll examine the 11 resources. These 11 resources are as follows. Number 1, the financial resource. This is having enough cash and to be able to buy services and maintain a stable quality of life. Resource number 2 is emotional. This is your ability to choose between emotional responses and not engage in negative, destructive behaviors. Resource number 3 is mental cognitive. This resource is your ability to read, write, and compute to maintain a level of stability and stable employment, to compete for better paying jobs. Resource number 4 is language. This is your vocabulary and your ability to code switch, to negotiate, and succeed in school and work. Resource number 5 is social capital. This is friends, family, backup resources, a support system. Resource number 6 is physical. This is your physical health, your physical strength, your physical mobility. Resource number 7 is spiritual. This is your belief in a divine purpose or a higher power. This is your spiritual guidance. Resource number 8 is integrity and trust. This is whether your word is good. Do you do what you say you're going to do? Are you safe? Resource number 9 is motivation and persistence, where you have the energy and drive to prepare, plan, and complete projects, jobs, and personal changes. Resource 10, your relationships and role models. This is having people in your life who are appropriate, people who are nurturing, people who do not engage in destructive behaviors, people that you can look up to. And resource number 11 is the knowledge of the hidden rules. This is knowing those cues, those habits of different economic groups, being able to cross economic lines comfortably. So in Module 7, you'll do an assessment of your own resources. You will look at which resources you're doing well in, which resources you need to work on, and then you'll create a mental model of your own personal resources. We'll start thinking about strategies for building these resources, and we'll look at some of the hidden rules that you need to know to move forward. In Module 8, we'll do a community assessment. This is a complete assessment of the resources that are available in the community, where we can summarize which resources are present, which ones need to be built, and how to use those to better the quality of life for everyone in the community. Module 9, building resources. We'll look at some of the strategies for how to build community resources and personal resources. We'll test some of the plans that we have to see if they're SMART goals, being specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time-measured goals. And then we'll create some action steps for building resources. In Module 10, you create for yourself a SMART goal, a plan for your own personal resource building and one for the community to build prosperity in the community that you live in. These goals are your graduation gift. And after graduation, we'll have a celebration, and then you will spend time with me, a life skills coach, making sure that you're able to achieve the goals that you have set. If you have another resource or you have resources that are available to you that you don't need help, we're just a support system. But if there is a resource that you need, if there is help that you need with your goal, I'm here to help you with that. Now let's listen to some graduates talk about their experience with getting ahead.
Hi guys, my name is John Bellman. Um, Bridges. A friend of mine came to me in church and presented this idea to me. He said, "John, there's some church members that think you're a person that's inspiration." And I said, "I can't believe that." He says, "Well," he said, "Would you like to see if you can further that?" I said, "Well, I don't know, Chip. What is this about?" He explained it to me, and he said, "It's a little longer course. This is the longest course I've ever taken. This is the biggest jump I've ever taken." And he thought I would be good in it, and I told him I would need to pray on it. That's what I did. The Lord revealed to me that just the name Omaha Bridges, he says, "I've always built a bridge for you." And the Lord has, but he never shows me the end. He wants me to be faithful, continue, and to know that he will finish the bridge for me. And this program shows me that it's a starting point. And I've left my fears behind. I've had a lot of fears. This gentleman came and talked the other day at a Croc Center, and I said, "He's talking my story. How does he know my story?" And he said, if I may, Carl,
Yep.
he said he dealt in alcohol. I've had that crutch for quite some time, of which the Lord took from me. And without him, I would not have beat that thing. Carl talked about being a functioning alcoholic. That was me. So as I functioned in my alcoholism, any window, any door that was ever opened up to me, and I've had some. People said I was articulate, smart. I could probably do a lot of things. Alcoholism closed the door on that because I was afraid. A teacher opened up some doors for us, Tammy. She said, there are resources out there, John, that you don't have to be afraid. And I've called resources before, and as soon as I got a little red tape, a little complicated, I gave up. Okay. Well, she showed me that you have to keep trying. You have to work at it. And it's not going to come just drop it on your lap. But if you want to achieve things, you can. You can. Omaha Bridges broke that fear chain. This gentleman gave me courage too with this testimony. I said, my God, my goodness, even an old broken down, and that's what I've been feeling like, a nobody. I've been professing Christ's name, who saved me from alcoholism. And I have no bigger story than that. No bigger story than that. Because my life was on the dead end, period. I have no bigger story than professing what he has done for me. So as I told her, I said, I'm a nobody wanting to tell everybody about somebody who saved me. And Tammy says, I don't like that terminology. She said, I like everything but that nobody stuff. You're a somebody. And she's right. I am a somebody. And I'm here. I made the class. I made it through. And the Lord took me through. And I appreciate what you guys have done, what you guys are doing. Building bridges. The Lord finished the bridge. When it comes to time, I have to stay true and faithful and see one step at a time across that bridge. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. I'm glad to see you all guys.
I am Megan Larmy, a community coordinator for Bridges Out of Poverty. In the community, there is a variety of social capital offered to individuals to guide and support them towards their goal. Some examples are if you are looking to move into your own home, you may qualify through Habitat for Humanity. If you are a parent and interested in getting a college degree or professional license of some sort, you may qualify through the STARS Scholarship. SCORE can assist individuals in starting up their own business. Operation Hope will assist in credit and money management to help decrease debt and increase finances. And those are just a few examples of resources out in the community that one may qualify for. One of the benefits to attending the workshop is that a social capitalist speaker attends and presents about what their program has to offer. The social capital speaker will give more information about those resources available to individuals out in the community.
Hello, my name is Kendra Kane. I am the program coordinator for Omaha Bridges. A great part of our program is that we pay you. A stipend of $300 will be given to you after completion of the class. It is based on attendance and participation. We want to pay you for the rich knowledge you bring to the table.
And there you have it. You have enough information now to make a qualified decision about a 10-week commitment, which is needed for this workshop. If you still have questions, please reach out to a member of our staff listed on the screen below. So what's next? You'll simply go to the next slide and click on Enrollment if you are ready to commit. Thank you, and we look forward to having you share your information and your knowledge around the kitchen table of the next Getting Ahead in a Just Getting By World workshop. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.